Hey guys, Mr. V here, bringing you a quick look at the brand new SCUF Hybrid Xbox 360 controller. The design you're looking at here is the default SCUF design, so it's got the SCUF logo on the home button, which is surrounded by a green LED light, and of course it's got the white face buttons with a nice black matte finish. So like the written review, we're going to start at the back and slowly work our way to the front. In fact, we're actually going to start at the side here, showing you why the controller is called the SCUF Hybrid. As you can see, the front is of the Xbox 360 original first-party design, while the back is of SCUF's own brand new design. So if we turn it all the way around, right away you can see a number of very clear improvements to the controller. We're going to start with the grip. The controller itself is coated in a high-grade paint that really sticks to your skin much better than any other surface on the controller. And I really like how the controller handle, it curves in at a steeper angle and sooner than the original Xbox 360 design. So that means two things. One, you have more space here to let your fingers rest or to stay on the paddle. You have more room to play with here, and it curves right where your last knuckle sort of curves in. So that means it's really easy to literally grab a hold of the controller and sort of pull without it letting go. So it really grips and holds on to your hand. So of course some of the most obvious improvements are right in the center here. Let's first talk about the paddles. There are now 4 of them, with the 2 outermost paddles being completely remappable to any of the buttons on the controller. The way they are built into the controller is much improved over the original SCUF design. As you can see, they're actually built into the controller rather than simply screwed on or protruding out of the controller. So that really reinforces them and makes them super strong. So if you were one of the few to develop that habit of pulling to the side, you're going to have a really hard time snapping these or breaking these off. For those with large fingers or big hands, or long fingers, pardon me, you're going to be really happy to know that the battery pack is gone and has been replaced by a lithium-ion battery. So that really frees up a lot of room behind the controller. It also keeps it very lightweight. So we're going to slowly turn our way to the front here. Let's first talk about the triggers. My particular design or model came without the trigger stoppers, which I'm fairly grateful for because I switch between a lot of first-person shooters from Call of Duty to Battlefield to Halo, and the trigger stops are primarily meant for Call of Duty, so that will allow me to sort of switch between shooters without having to fiddle with any trigger stops. Again, if you are primarily a Call of Duty player, you'll probably want to opt for those, and that basically stops your trigger so you're not over pulling it in. This model did, however, come with adjustable triggers, and with an Allen key that came included in the package, I'm able to basically move the trigger or depress the trigger and set it to a length that I like. So naturally what I'm going to do is set it to the point just before the function hits in of either aiming down sight or firing my weapon, and that basically negates any sort of travel time to perform that button's function. So as you can see here, it's got a light indicator telling you when it's charging or when it's fully charged. This little button right here is what helps you remap the buttons. All you really need to do is simply hold it down, push any of the buttons which you want to remap the paddle to. So I'm going to hold B here, turn the control around, and then simply push the paddle you want it to be remapped to, let go of all of them, and there you go, you have your new layout. So that makes it really easy to switch between games and switch your layout on the fly. So moving back to the front, again, comes with a adjustable D-pad, which is pretty standard on most 360 controllers, and the thumbsticks I really like. These are the concave versions. Some of you might want to opt for the convex on the right thumbstick giving you a little bit more room and a little more precision in your aiming. I do, however, really like the grips on these, and I do believe they are of the Xbox One design. I could be mistaken, but nevertheless, they feel really, really good. So that's a general look at the SCUF controller. For the full written review, simply head over to the article featured below. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you for reading. I will catch you guys next time. Until then, keep your sights on MP first.